Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to 302 Sobriety. Today's Monday, start of a new week. Uh, just happy to be here and sober again another day. I've been dealing with some issues, personal issues. With sobriety, for me, I have been feeling things that I should have been feeling a long time ago that I don't know how to deal with. And that's what I'm doing. I'm getting stronger and stronger, and these are feelings and things that happen in life that I have to confront and handle. With that being said, I'm growing. I'm making decisions that normally I would drink behind. I would be afraid to. Fear is a big factor for me. I would be afraid to hear what people have to say, or they're not going to like me, or they're not going to agree with me, or, I'm going to hurt them. And then I fail to look out for myself because I'm doing it for other reasons other than taking care of me. I know they say the program is supposed to be not being selfish, but you have to be somewhat selfish if you're going to stay sober, because you're doing this for yourself. And by taking care of yourself, you're taking care of others, and you're doing what needs to be done. For myself, I have to follow that balance. My thinking is either black or white. I I still want to control, and that's one of the biggest and hardest things for me to sometimes recognize, because I'm already amidst the action. I'm into it. And then I have to slow up and say, hey, this is, I'm trying to control something else. I'm not controlling what I can, and that's me, myself. And I'm still meditating and still praying and doing my yoga and working out, trying to balance everything. And I'm doing it a little bit at a time. Sometimes I feel stagnated at work. I need to grow. I want to go to school. And instead of complaining and bitching and saying, hey, I want to go to school, I can't go to school, I don't have this, I make it happen. And if it does happen, that's real good. If it doesn't happen, accept it. Maybe it's not my time yet, but I'm not giving up. I don't give up. I'm a real fighter. I mean, if you know my story, and you look at the first video, after being 25 years sober, and then starting back, I didn't lose the knowledge of how to stay sober. And it's not about staying sober. I didn't lose the knowledge of how to grow and how to stay out of my own head and how to do things for the right reasons, not, being selfish that I want from you. And I want to pay my way through what I do in life. I just don't want to keep taking and going for a ride, somebody carrying me through everything. And I got to see the difference, what it is. Last week, I was driving and my brakes failed on my van. I stepped on it and my brakes went all the way down. And I could have been dead. I'm not. I'm still talking. But at the same time, grateful because it happened at a time that, though I don't agree with it, though I don't like it, it was payday. And of course, my van knows when I got paid, I needed brakes. And I had to spend money on something that I wanted to save money for other things, but emergency came up. But grateful that I had a friend. I had someone that I know, her husband was able to fix my brakes. I bought the parts, and he said that my back shoes on my and the drums cable was missing, the spring was broke, and it wasn't working, and the pistons were leaking the brake fluid. We just bought the front pads, the pistons. He changed the pistons. He changed the shoes. A pretty intensive job for me, anyway. But he was able to take time out of his day, and that's the difference. You see, he gave up something. He gave up his time, which he could have been sleeping. He could have been doing whatever else he wanted to do, but he came out of work, went home, and helped me to rectify my problem. And I'm grateful. I appreciate that so much. One hand washes the other. I'll take care of things. I'll make it right for him. At least I'm safe. He was happy, But these are things that at one time I would have said, oh, my brakes went. Let me go and get something to drink. Instead of fixing my problem, which are the brakes, so I can go to work and do things, I would have gone someplace and gotten drunk. And I would have gone on a binge. And I would have woken up maybe or blacked out for maybe 2 days and then wake up and said, oh, I'm still in the same spot, and then drink more because I'm still in the same spot. And it would be a vicious cycle. But it wasn't. I'm grateful for my higher power. I'm grateful for my spirituality, for my strength, for some of the people that I have around me. I'm growing, some people might not understand it. I get rid of if it's weighing me down and I'm not progressing. I'm just staying still. I stay still as long as I can handle it until my energy tells me, hey, something, you got to go, you got to do something. Well, that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to listen to it. Something I never listened before. I never listened to myself. I never listened to my body. Or I would blame it on somebody else. Well, you told me to do this, or you said I have to do this. Blame it on something other than myself. The same way, at one time it was saying that, oh, because you acted a certain way, I started drinking. I started doing drugs. I started doing whatever it was because of you. No, it wasn't because of you. It was because of me. Because of my sick thinking, by not understanding that I had the power, I had the decision to make. So it would be easier to blame it on somebody else. That way I wouldn't take full blame for it. But it's not like that. It's really not like that. Things are rough sometimes. I spent time with my daughter this weekend and my son. We've been spending a little bit more time. We went for a ride and went to the beach, and we went to an outdoor expo. Things that I would have never done. We went and ate and, talking about personal things and life struggles, and maybe she'll understand what I'm going through. And she's so caring and giving. And I'm afraid for her, because she's got to take care of herself. I want her to take care of herself. My son, he takes care of himself, but he's on the other end, the other spectrum. So if you put them together, you have one whole complete person, and they balance each other out when they're together. She's strong and with him, and he's a button pusher, and she knows how to handle him. But when we're together, we just relax. We're like taking it easy. It's something that, we could be quiet next to each other and not say anything, and then look at each other and we're talking. We just have to look at each other. At one time I wasn't. And her way of dealing with my alcoholism and my son, they were here talking. I remember, Dad, when you would get drunk and you would tell us to do something, and They said, this is how sick I was. I don't remember. They do. They said, Dad, I asked you one day for spaghetti, and you opened up a box of spaghetti and you poured the uncooked spaghetti on a plate and put sauce on it, and you handed it to us. And you said, eat it. There's your spaghetti. I don't remember that. That's a shame. You know, I'm trying to, I don't know, not make up for what I've done to them emotionally. I think I'm trying to make amends, but at the same time, I don't want to be a slave to it. It happened. And I understand it happened. I was sick. I'm still sick. But they see a growth, and they said, Dad, you changed a lot. Especially my daughter. She sees it. She said, I could talk to you now. I'm not going to scream at her. I'm not going to scream at him. Hey, that's life. You got to make some decisions. You know, and I hope everything works out well. You know, whatever happens is going to happen anyway. No matter, I can't control that part. I could only accept and be grateful that I'm at a different level now. I'm no longer that ogre, that the person that you were afraid of, or what's he going to do next, or wow, is he going to embarrass me, or something like that. But you know, I'm on my way to work, getting ready. I come early and just sit down and relax and meditate, and taking care of business. Well, I might have other news for you next week. Some good news. I'll find out, and let's see what happens next week. I don't want to blow it, but it's something I've been working on, and hopefully it'll work out. Share, like, comment, please. Pass these videos to someone that might be able to use it, or listen that, hey, you know something, I'm sick, but I still move forward. And you got to keep moving forward. It's just like riding a bicycle. In order to move, you got to pedal, and you got to keep pedaling. You can't give up because you're going to fall. And that's what I've been doing. And that's my way of thinking now. Keep pedaling and surround myself. I've been to my meetings. I went to a meeting this weekend. I didn't want to go, but I pedaled. I pedaled my way, you know, not literally like I used to on a bicycle, but I got there, and it was good because I needed to hear what I heard. With that, you guys take it easy. Stay sober one day at a time. Make life work for you. You got to work it. If you don't work it, you know, you find that balance in life. Peace out. Bye.